have to tell you this time.
What up, y'all? This is the AllNetPodcast, episode 6. I mean, the AllNetPodcast, episode
Can't
6.
get copyrighted.
All right. So we just gonna get into the All NBA. We're gonna get straight to it. I
Y'all want to
don't
know
really
our
got,
names? It's on the screen.
not gonna lie, I'm half prepared. I have my second team. I got my first and second team, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
I'll just go last. I'm gonna hear y'all stuff first.
Do y'all
Now,
want to do you want to each like name our first team and then talk about it, then the second team, then the third team, or do you want to just go like all of them straight up?
and then after that, I forgot to tell you guys. I got my all defensive and my all rookie teams as well. Kind of. I just wanted to see how y'all felt about them. If you
Yeah.
agreed, it'd be like a collective thing instead of us getting our own lists. Because when I texted in the group chat, I realized that it was a very vague description. I was like, you know what? They're not. They probably won't have both of these, so we'll just. It'll be a team thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So which one you want to go first? I mean, I can do my first team.
I wanted to go from third team down, but since you said you said you didn't have a third team, right?
I'm working on it right now.
All
Shout
right.
out to Austin. He sent me a link to look at some things.
Yeah. So if our lists are bugging, it's because I got most of my. I built mine mostly off stats and partially off what I've seen. I am a high school boy. I don't have time to watch Orlando Magic games. So I you know, like I need stats are a good way for people like me who don't have as much time as uh others who don't get to watch most games. Basically, people are going to take that as I don't watch basketball. And I don't know how to respond to that. But, we're just going to keep going. Did you have a third team?
Oh yeah, I had 13.
All right, word. We'll go with Den first, and I'll say mine, and then Doug. I don't know.
I'll just make up a third team.
Yeah.
All right. Um. So I'm pretty sure the way they go, you could have like two point guards at the guard position, right?
Yeah, it's mainly just good two guards, two forwards,
In the center.
and you can also like exchange shooting guards and small forwards. It's very loose
All
position.
right. That's good because I got Trey Young and Kyrie Irving for my guards. Um. Who did I leave off? I left off Donovan, man. I don't know.
That's
This is a tough one.
acceptable.
It was really hard. These are the hardest things to do out of
I was
anything.
gonna list my sleepers for like everything, but I only did it for my rookies because
Yeah,
that's the one that's gonna hurt the most.
this was tough. I had
Ugh,
Paul George and
that was
Anthony Davis. I put Anthony Davis on third team, so I don't know if he's gonna really be playing. I feel like he'll play enough to make it, but not enough to
I
make it.
don't even know if I put him on any of my All NBA teams. I didn't think he was gonna make it because he's just well, people are
I
playing good
wasn't
this
even
year.
thinking about him.
I think he'll make it. I think he'll play enough games to make third team, but probably not first team or second.
It'll be very interesting. League's very good this year, and since I
If he
interrupted
doesn't,
Den, I'd
no,
like to
no.
apologize to Den. All right, now Den, go.
Oh, if he doesn't make it, Zion will probably get in there.
Hmm.
I don't know, but my center I put Rudy Gobert too, so that's my third team.
All right, so my All NBA third team kind of similar. I feel like I'm gonna need more evidence for who I have at power forward, but we're gonna start. My point guard is Kyrie Irving. I'd love to compliment Kyrie Irving. I think he's great, but I'm currently heated about something that involves Kyrie Irving. It has nothing to do with him at all as a player or person. Again, I rock with Kyrie Irving, but I don't like. I mean, there's not too much else to say. He's great, great offensive player. He's great. I mean, he's earned a spot. I have Bradley Beal on third team. That's a like, whoa, why is he that low? The league's great. I don't know what to say to that. The league's great. He can exchange with my shooting guard, not my point guard, but my shooting guard on the my second team because he's not better than my point guard. My small forward, I have Paul George, and at power forward, I had not Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is my center. My power forward is Domantas Sabonis.
Ooh, that's good.
Now I'm gonna let y'all know something really weird that was happening. It's not happening anymore. But for like the first 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, the first like month of the season, people were saying Sabonis was in the MVP conversation. I was like, what? Sabonis? Him? The guy that got his ankle snatched in the All-Star game? Him? I mean, I knew he was like All-Star, but MVP. His stats blew me away. And I've seen Sabonis play. He's very, very good. But like I didn't know. Like this man is averaging 21, 11, and 6 on 52% shooting. I had to pull that up because I thought I needed a bit more evidence. But yeah, I mean, Sabonis is nice. I think he's earned himself a third team selection. I don't know if he was on the All NBA team last year, keep it a buck, but I think he's earned one this year. And yes, I put him over Anthony Davis. Do I care if you switch him? Maybe not. But hey, got to be different. Got to be different.
All right, so for my third team is similar to Austin's and Dan's, and that's it. But I think I'll have AD over Sabonis. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's really. I mean,
I don't know. Man.
probably
He's
ends up
great,
to the
man.
games being
Actually,
played.
he is hurt though. He did get hurt, but
That's why
I don't
CJ's
know.
not on any of my teams. If CJ played the whole season, he might have kicked Kyrie
Bro,
off the All NBA team.
CJ needs to make an All-Star team before he retire, bro.
Yeah.
Is CJ play? I don't know when he's coming back though, because he got hurt. He's only played 13 games. He's not going to make it.
Yeah.
It's a shame too. I've always been an advocate that CJ McCollum was nasty.
Yeah,
Actually, I think I'll change AD to like Kelly Olynyk because I'm looking at his plus minus and
I want to drop kick you for saying that. Kelly Olynyk is my least favorite player in NBA history.
ew.
I hate Kelly Olynyk, but
yeah.
I'll get deeper into this later. But I like Kevin Love. Yes, laugh at that. You must. Everyone
Oh,
will.
why you hate Kelly Olynyk now?
Yeah. I watched. It was the first playoff game I ever saw. This man tried to rip my man's arm off, and then he, like 2 years later, Kelly Oubre rightfully shoved him. Definitely would have beat him up. I don't like to spread negativity. I don't prey on anyone's downfall except for Kelly Olynyk's.
Man,
That's it.
So are we gonna go back? Like, are we doing second team now, and then we're gonna do
yeah.
first?
All right, so my two guards, I put Bradley Beal and James Harden. Um, looking back on it, Jaylen Brown. I don't know. I had him started, but he's not on any of my teams. Like this is so tough.
It is. The league's great.
I might have to move off Trey and put Jaylen Brown on my third team. That'd probably be my new third team. But going back to the second team, I got Luka at the forward, Giannis also, and then I got Jokic as the center.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Giannis on the second team. Like,
Yeah, I had to do some kind of sketchy for my first team. I'm not gonna lie, because of how nasty these wings are. I had to cheat a little. But my second team consists of Damian point guard. Don't need to explain that. Harden at shooting guard, Luka at small forward, Kawhi at power forward. It's just two guards and two forwards. It doesn't matter. And my center is Embiid. I mean, me and Jen had some differences, but one thing we can agree on is that wait, did we have anything we agreed on? Was Dame on your second team?
nah, you had James Harden.
I had Harden.
I
Yeah,
had
so I think that's, and we had Luka.
All right, yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I forgot all about
So you
Luka.
think Embiid worse than Jokic?
it's super hard. It's very hard. Embiid is, and by the way, my center of the first team is Jokic, but my Embiid better at defense, but Jokic's offensive impact is just insane. He's a bit more of an efficient scorer. than Embiid is, and obviously he's a better passer. No knock on Embiid. Embiid can dribble a little bit. He's not like the worst passing big. He's probably better than most. But when you're that historically good on the offensive end, you don't just get slumped. And I can't. It's so hard. If I had to pick one on the team, it's so hard. This is another one of these. Hey, we disagree, but I don't have a problem with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I respect your choice to the point where I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, hold on. We gotta talk about this though. Mason Plumlee, Thomas Bryant, nowhere to be found.
No, they on the fourth team. You know that.
Yeah. All right.
They on the All-NBA fourth
Leaping
team.
off Thomas Bryant. Oh man, it was difficult, but I'm a big fan of people who play in games. I'm sorry. That's like participation is. I'm someone who got a lot of participation trophies. Hold it deep to my heart that you participate. Fortunately, Thomas Bryant's injuries prevented him from doing that. Don't let distract you though. He's still the greatest center to ever touch the court. And if he 1v1 with Chamberlain, he would drop kick him.
Duh.
Bro, Will probably heard that, turned into his grave. He about to turn young and just.
What Chamberlain was getting NBA contracts when he was 50 years old. 50-year-old Wilt or Thomas Bryant?
50-year-old Wilt.
Disrespectful. Thomas Bryant will whoop. Thomas Bryant will whoop 20-year-old Wilt when he was averaging 30 and 20 as a rookie. Anywho, Doug, your second team.
My second team has Harden and Bradley Beal. My forward, I had to put Giannis. And my other, don't I have another forward? Yeah, you know, I'm only gonna have one forward. Cause I don't see nobody else that's better than none of them than Giannis. So I'm keeping one forward.
So you're just gonna have 4 players on your second team?
I guess so. If I could think of somebody off my top of my head.
Luka, we just told you. You said you completely forgot about him.
Oh, dang. Wait, I should have put him at guard. Oh.
Everyone watching, yes, I know we knocked on Luka the other day, but him not shooting as good from 3 doesn't change the fact that he's still Luka. He's been shooting better.
I'm gonna put him at forward. I'm gonna put he's the second forward. And then my center.
Oh.
My center. I'm looking at these stats right now. I think I might have to go with the Joker. No, not the Joker. Joel. I'm gonna have Joel on my second team. And then I'm gonna have the Joker on my first team.
Okay, so that is not bad. Then your first team.
This kind of changes everything because I forgot somebody.
Who'd you forget?
I forgot the most obvious player. I forgot
Thomas
Kevin Durant.
Bryant? Oh.
No, I forgot Kevin Durant. This changes like everything, but I'll just say what I put for my first. I had Curry and Dame at the guards. I would have had, but Dame has just been, I don't know.
Dame and Curry is just different.
Yeah. I mean, I had LeBron and Kawhi in my forwards. I'm pretty sure KD will replace Kawhi.
Just slide Kawhi down to the second team.
And then I don't know what I think Luka would slide down to the. I don't know, man. My whole list are just messed up now. But I had Joel Embiid at the 5 too. So.
Yeah, so I had to try and make a compromise for all these amazing wing players, and I was like, you know what? LeBron's technically been playing point guard somewhat, some way. I mean, I feel like he's been. I feel like I heard that he's been playing some. So I was like, you know what? That's the compromise I'm gonna make. My first team is Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, Giannis, and Jokic. I mean, I couldn't just not have like one of those 3 on the first team. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Like, you can't just not have one of those three. People are not talking about Giannis this season because he's won back-to-back MVPs. Giannis's base stats are starting to get to like the level of people not caring as LeBron's are. LeBron's stats are better. LeBron's better. But we're getting to the point where Giannis is putting up like games that we'd look and see like Nikola Vucevic do and be like, man, he's underrated. It's like an average game for Giannis now. It's like 35 and 11. It's like he's like we see Giannis do this, like, oh, we don't care. Same way we see LeBron put up 30, 15, and 8. Like, it's LeBron. Of course he did that. But Giannis is so consistent. In the regular season, this is a regular season award. Like, you can't just not have him there. And KD's, I capped the other day, his points per game is no longer higher than it was in 2014 when he won MVP. My bad. But it's still 29 a game after tearing an Achilles. You know, that doesn't happen. You don't become the best player on one of the favorites to win the finals after tearing an Achilles. You just don't do that unless you're Kevin Durant. And I mean, it already talked about LeBron. If LeBron's not on the NBA first team, the season didn't happen. That's the only way that doesn't happen. Like, you can't just not have LeBron there. And we know what Curry's been doing. Everyone's been talking about like the return of Curry. My response is he didn't leave anywhere but the hospital. Broke his hand, but he never left. Curry was always great. Good to see people respecting. I hate English. Good to see people putting respect on his name. I'm done.
For my first team, I also had Curry and Dame. His name again. Curry and Dame just is different. They're doing better than Kyrie and Bradley did, but I ain't gonna get too much into that because that's till Sunday. We got something planned on that. But on my forwards, I have LeBron and Kevin Durant. Wait, hold on. Oh shoot! I'm forgetting Kawhi. No, I'm not here.
Always
I don't
prepared.
know. I don't know, bro. I don't want to put Kawhi on the second team.
I was my favorite player. I had to do it. It was a very tough decision.
Dang, the KD is playing good. All right, yeah. I'm at the LeBron and KD at forward, and then I have the Joker at center.
This is the toughest it's been in a minute.
Dang,
Yeah, bro, the NBA players this season have been turning up.
Yeah.
it is
No
tough.
question. Like, there's so many players we left off of the third team that some years would make like the first or second team.
For real.
Yeah.
Y'all remember?
Especially since
All right, then you go.
I was about to say, especially since like it's players like Westbrook and Chris Paul and Devin Booker and so many people we didn't even mention.
Julius Randle, Jason Tatum. All these
It's
people
been
going.
insane.
You know what? I actually like Julius Randle can like low key like if he keep playing like this, he could make it though. Like he
Oh yeah,
could.
he
Oh, for
really
sure.
could.
He could like
That
Put him
that
over AD
all
and
of being power
Sabonis.
forward spot. Yeah.
yeah.
Up
I
for
really
grabs.
think he would be able to make it. He should be
Especially
able.
that game he had the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42.
I seen something on Instagram like he's averaging. Hold on.
He's averaging similar stats to Sabonis, except he might be averaging more points and he's way better at shooting.
Yeah. I
Is Sabonis really going that crazy?
Sabonis, I said he's got like 20, 11, and 6. 22, 11, and 6.
My bad. I thought you just said he was going like. I didn't hear the stats.
It's cool.
This man is a sleeper. I'm looking at his stats right now.
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, back in the days, imagine you guys remember the days where DeAndre Jordan was making the first team All NBA? Like,
Bro,
and
he
then
used to
there's
be a beast.
now. No, there's no knock on prime DeAndre Jordan. I'm just saying, like, now there's guys who are around as good as he is on defense, like Embiid. maybe probably slightly worse, but then are so good at offense too. Like DeAndre Jordan is not someone who's going to put 30 on your head. He was gonna put 15 and 15 and 5 blocks on
Yeah.
a good night.
It's
You
crazy.
know,
He hasn't even been that long since he's been doing good. He kind of just fell off out of nowhere.
yeah,
It's that Chris Paul effect.
Yeah.
yeah. No. Dang.
So many great players. Anyway, next one are the ones that I did by and with the help of my trusty partners, Doug and Dean, we are going to put together our combined All NBA teams. This is All NBA rookie team and all defensive teams, the fun ones that people totally care about and don't overlook within 1 to 2 years. So my first team, I think I already said the other day, I had Halliburton and LaMelo as my guards, and I'd slide Edwards and Patrick Williams in, and at center Wiseman. I mean, you can exchange a few. We'll talk about it. I mean, anyone else that you guys like
Ah,
quickly can be slotted in as well. If you want to
Yeah.
put quickly in, like those 3 guards are pretty exchangeable. I don't get mad. I mean, quickly is still nasty. I mean, he just
yeah.
He hit a 3 from around the logo yesterday.
Pretty sure that's
Still
my
nasty.
list.
Yeah, he's on my second team. He's the best player on my second team.
Yeah,
And
he just got on my second team because I'm growing on Tyrese Halliburton. I'm really growing because I was watching some highlights of him and I watched the old games and
I was watching Dom 2K play rec with him.
yeah, that he good.
Um, so the second team's a bit different. I think this is a bit more debatable. A lot more rookies are on even ground here. The one thing that isn't debatable, I mean, we all know Quickly's going to be there. At least second team, if not first. I have Desmond Bain as my other guard. Let me tell you about this Desmond Bain guy.
Please do.
He was in the link, Doug. I thought you would have looked at it. Oh, and I
Oh,
gotta get the actual things here. He plays for the Grizzlies. Another one of these guys that I had no idea existed that played for the Grizzlies. He is, according to this the stat I explained the other day. Those who don't know this stat, it's called rookie rating. It averages out all your all the players' stats like points, rebounds, assists, percentages, etc. And it sort of gauges them out on the NBA level, like average to good to bad to great to trash. Averages out. Good to great players normally are positive to highly positive. More average players hover around 0 to less than 0. Um, and on this rookie rating list, Desmond Bain is 6th. He's been hurt. He's only played 20 games, but has some of the better field goal percentages for any guard for rookies. And, he's just been straight. He's averaging about 10 points a game, looks like. He's just been pretty solid. That's pretty much like 90% of rookies in the class is solid. I think he's pretty slept on. Like seriously, I never heard of him before I looked at this stat. That's how slept on he is.
Me
But
neither.
like the Grizzlies is good at just finding these low key dudes. They're like the new Spurs. These dudes I never heard of. I'm not big into college basketball, so that's probably why. But like last year, Brandon Clark is nasty. I never heard of him before. I played with him in 2K last year.
yeah, that's what I did. So I'm like, man, this guy good.
Like, yeah, Brandon Clark is sweet. But next, I believe James Harden threw a ball at this guy's face. Jayshawn Tate. He can get some buckets. He's the 3rd best rookie according to this rating. The rookie rating. He is just slightly negative. Most rookies are negative, with the exception of Halliburton and LaMelo, who are not. They have 3.91 and 3.5 on the rookie rating. And Jayshawn Tate just a bit negative, but he's still 3rd. And, his field goal percentage is nice. Doesn't shoot too many threes. I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking at his stats. I don't watch the Rockets play. I only watch John Wall's highlights. But, I mean, from the games where I have watched the entire team's highlights, I mean, Jayshawn Tate's straight, gets the job done. I'm not going to act like I've been watching more than I have, but not too many rookies outplaying him, it looks like. So he's also there. And as my small forward. Now, this guy, I really wanted to put on the first team, Isaiah Stewart. Pistons fans, we love Isaiah Stewart here. We love Isaiah Stewart. Hustle, he's nasty. He's great. Shout out to Sadiq Bey. We'll get to him in a second. But yeah, man. He gets it done. His stats don't tell us the whole story. If you see him play, like Isaiah Stewart is a problem. Big hustle player, 17 and 10 the other day. He gets the job done. I think if he continues to get consistent playing time with Blake gone, he's definitely making first team. As a Pistons fan with bias, that's what I say. And center, the guy who I completely butchered, Xavier Tillman. I'm sorry. I completely messed up your game. I said it last time. I completely messed it up when I said he was an athletic finisher. He's a post player. He can't jump very high. Sorry. I made sure to check this time. I know what you're good at now. Yeah, he's one of the better not even bigs, one of the better players at controlling the ball. Doesn't turn the ball over too much. And, he's, again, just under the radar, fourth best rookie according to this rating, the rookie ratings. And, yeah, he's straight. That was that. Sleepers. This is very important that I let you guys know who the sleepers are first, so you know that I'm not just slump on everybody. Cole Anthony's a sleeper, but his field goal percentage is kind of boo-boo. But he's still nice. Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz is going to be nasty. Sadiq Bey, not putting him on here hurt my soul so bad that I almost cried. Not really, but Sadiq Bey, you are nasty too. Hopefully you make first team too. Forget Anthony Edwards. And I also have Precious. I'm not going to try and say that last name.
Yeah.
Just Precious from the Heat. Heat fans like him. I can't say I know too much about him, but from what I've seen, he seems kind of like a mini Bam Adebayo. Probably butchered his game too. Shout out to the one Heat fan that might watch this podcast. I'm sorry, but I think he's okay. And Peyton Pritchard, who is nasty, he can shoot. Peyton Pritchard has a strap on him, and he kind of looks like Slim Jesus. That's it for sleepers on my teams.
My list is the same as my.
No, you just switched like Tate and Bay, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's just my bias, but I don't know.
I mean, I have Tate there because the Rockets have been playing so good. It's also 6 o'clock in Michigan. I'm gonna have to turn my light on. Hold on.
I mean,
daylight savings time.
I mean, if Sadiq Bey averaged 30 and 12.
Absolutely atrocious after this. We'll see. Doug is having a similar problem. Wait, no, he's not. My computer just turned to power save mode. Great.
If I know how to edit, I'll probably edit this out, but I do not know how.
Who cares? I don't.
I know. I mean, if Sadiq Bey averaged 30 and 12 every game, which
he would make all NBA first team with that number.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that I'm back, I have no idea how my lighting looks because my computer did not turn to power save mode. It went to night mode, and everyone's red. So, sorry, my light is bad.
I mean, it's better than
it was just now.
Yeah.
So my defense, you guys get to continue to listen to my boring voice talk because I like these defenders. My first team is not going to be said first. I just realized I should probably stop saying the first team first. The second team, I have Pat Bev. He's, according to defensive plus minus, the best point guard defender in the NBA. Not going to lie. I've been one of the rare people who think he's actually good at basketball. I'm sorry, community. I know we all love to just poo on Patrick Beverley, but at some point we got to admit, like, his running around is kind of effective. I'm sorry. Like, he's look at this defensive plus minus stat. He's the best in the NBA for guards by a pretty large margin, as a matter of fact. In terms of everybody, he is third. So you learn something new every day. I didn't learn anything new because I already knew Patrick Beverley was good at defense. Next, I have Oladipo. His stats aren't as appetizing, but it's very clear the effect he had on the team. I'm sure it was a mix of Harden leaving too, but the Rockets were very great at defense now. And Oladipo being a clamp god, what he does, I think that's probably one of the big reasons why. I don't think I have to explain that very much. Next one, I might have to explain DeAndre Hunter. Not sure if y'all know, but DeAndre Hunter has the clamps. 8th best defensive plus minus in the NBA. It is, what is it? First among all forwards. I don't think I need to explain to you who these forwards are. Not forwards, small forwards. Maybe all forwards. Nope. Yeah, it is first among all forwards. I'm tripping. Yeah, I mean, another man with clamps. He's only played, 17, 18 games? 18 games. But in those 18 games, according to what I'm looking at right now, he's been clamping up. That was always a big thing with DeAndre Hunter, is that he had good defense. And he's been putting on. And then my next guy is Chris Boucher. I think he's averaging 2 or 3 blocks. Dan, you would know. Isn't Boucher averaging 2 blocks?
Yeah, I think I was looking at older stats, but I'm pretty sure it's around there still.
Yeah, Boucher's always been good at defense. He's a big, lanky dude. Kind of pause. Yeah, Boucher, big anchor for the Raptors defense. I don't even know if the Raptors defense has been good, but I just know that Boucher is probably the second best defender on the team behind, Siakam or something. Siakam in 2K, all his badges on defense are gold. That's how I know he's good at defense. Not Boucher. Not Boucher. They kind of underrate him. Then this one is pretty easy to understand. Miles Turner leads the league in blocks. I mean, what is it? 3.8, 4 blocks a game?
Yep. Just looked at it.
Yep. I mean, I don't think I have to explain that very much. I might have to explain why he's not on the first team. That's all I have to explain. Not really. Because first team center is Rudy Gobert. Point guard, I have Benjamin Simmons. Always, he can guard every position on a court pretty much. He's one of the few people, I think I said this when we were talking about the Nets a few weeks ago, I see that can slow Kevin Durant down. He's got the height and speed. KD's probably still gonna get a few buckets on his head, but he's got the perfect defensive archetype to match up against Kevin Durant, at least in my eyes. And he's obviously doing it against everyone in the NBA right now. Shooting guard Wiggins, we already talked about what Wiggins has been doing on defense. Spoiler alert, still great at defense. I never thought I'd say that. Keep it a buck. But, I mean, he is. Andrew Wiggins has been clapping up people like nobody's business. And the Warriors have been playing much better in these recent weeks. And, Andrew Wiggins clapping up is why. One of the reasons why. Not why. Steph Curry's why. And then small forward and power forward, I have LeBron and AD. This year, I think they're finally going to give LeBron the respect he deserves on defense because he's earned it. Second best plus minus among forwards. I believe it's, third among the players in the NBA. No, it's not. I lied. It's 12th, but it's still great. We know LeBron has great defense, great IQ. And the Lakers are the best defense in the NBA. I think the Jazz might be first still. And the reason why they are is Rudy Gobert. I mean, we don't need to explain that. He's gonna win like 3 defensive player of the years in a row.
All right, so hold on 1 second though. You telling me you don't got Giannis or Kawhi nowhere?
As Kawhi's #1 fan, I will say that if you want to put him over DeAndre Hunter, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. If you want to put Giannis in for Boucher, then sure. If you want to slide Kawhi in and take Oladipo off, that's fine.
This your first team?
This is my second team that I was talking about. Because Giannis's defense is always going to be great, but AD is like that's the reason why he hasn't been put in the NBA black hole, because he's not been good at offense most of the season. But his defense is like the biggest, like he's having a Gobert-like effect on the Lakers defense. That's how good his defense is. He's having that, like he covers a lot of ground. He's athletic, and he's Anthony Davis, what he does.
Yeah.
Like Kawhi, if I were to be honest, he's like the LeBron of the all defense teams. He should just make it first team every year. But they're not going to do that because they don't like him for some reason. The voters just don't like Kawhi at all. Don't get it. But, I would, like just slot those 2 in on the second team, I guess. But if, it's again very exchangeable. People are great at defense. I wanted to do a bit more research than just going off the top of my head, even though I'm coming off as kind of ignorant because I keep looking at my phone staring at stats. I wanted to at least try and not just list all the best defenders in the NBA, because sometimes that's not who wins it. Marcus Smart isn't on here. He's probably second best or even the best guard defender in the NBA. Why is he not on here? I have no idea. I just remembered him just now, and I'm very sad. He's there over Patrick Beverley. End of story. Let's talk about it so I can feel less down.
So that was your second team, right? Like you said.
Yeah, the one with Boucher and all them was the second team.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the one you just said is the first.
Yeah, the first team was Simmons, Wiggins, LeBron, AD, and Gobert.
I just think Giannis has to be on there.
And then to be fair, if I would not mind if you just like dropped Giannis somewhere in there as well. Giannis is obviously like an incredible defender that I probably shouldn't have left off. I'm going to take that L. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my bad. I'm not going to lie. Made that mistake. We learn.
The first team good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you just tripping with that Giannis stuff.
Yeah, just drop Giannis and Kawhi over Oladipo and Boucher, I guess. Even though it hurts that I don't have those 2 on it. But yeah, if we good with that, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I want to do something a bit fun because I just like this whole episode was gonna just be us talking explicitly about less about our feelings and more about our attempt at finding facts and using them. Quote unquote attempt. I think I failed. But we're gonna get positive. All favorite players team. Doug, Dean, you got them?
Yeah. This is all time or just current?
I had current. You guys can do all time if you want. That's pretty easy for me to just.
I'm gonna do current.
All right, we'll do current.
Yep. So.
I'm good.
Oh, I mean.
I don't know.
Hey man, Austin, you could start it off.
No, one of y'all definitely going because I just spent the last 20 minutes talking, and I think people are sick of hearing my voice.
Doug, it's all you, man.
All right. So I just gotta do a starting 5.
Yeah, starting 5. I have a 6-man because I couldn't choose for point guard.
Ooh, and this is my favorite team, right?
Yeah, no, just your complete opinion.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing else.
So this had been my dream team. I will probably have Curry at the one. I'll put Curry at point guard. Shooting guard, I might have to put James Harden. Small forward.
Giannis.
Jeff
Wait,
Green.
wait, 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 wait. It's going to be crazy though. It's going to be crazy. Small forward, LeBron. Power forward, Kevin Durant. And center, I got Giannis.
I actually didn't think you're gonna put Giannis there.
Yeah.
You spent most chances you can hating on Giannis. I didn't think you'd actually put him there.
Mm.
I got a seventh man now too. Dan, you go.
All right. Well, mine is I don't know. My favorite players aren't really like my point guard. My point guard is Markel Fultz.
Oh, word. That's what's up.
Yeah. My shooting guard, it was tough. I was gonna go with Caldwell Pope.
Okay, I need an explanation for why you consider Caldwell Pope.
Oh, man.
A lot of
Is-
Pistons game back in the day. I don't know. I was just always watching. I'm like, oh yeah, he's nice.
You know what? I have a similar story that's slightly tweaked. That wasn't me hating, by the way, on Caldwell Pope. It's just like some of these players, like we never talk about. You never expect. You kind of want to get a backstory. All right, Dan, continue.
But I'm gonna go with Lou Will because
That's
Lou my dog.
mhm,
Small forward is LeBron because that's my favorite player of all time. So I have to put LeBron there.
mhm.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
You know what? I think I might have to get rid of Giannis.
I gotta stop looking at the camera. It's gonna be mad awkward rewatching this, and I'm just gonna be staring at myself.
You know, we did say we'll go shorter, but we started at like, I don't know what time we actually started. I made it until 5:45, but then I started at like 10 minutes
All right,
before.
I'm back, y'all.
Probably started about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Not even. Let's see what it says.
You know what? I actually kind of want to do all time though.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
my
can
all
do all
time.
time too.
Yeah. I'll just let y'all do yours.
Where did I leave off at?
We left off at LeBron.
All right, okay. My power forward is LaMarcus Aldridge.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I just like how he play.
That's very different.
There's really no reason. I just be liking people for like whatever reason. If they do
That's it.
something nice,
Yeah, like if a great way to fall in love with a player is watching
or
them
if it's
play.
like a nostalgia factor, like
Yeah,
yeah.
back in my day, LA was the best player in the playoff team.
Oh, I should have put Zach Randolph at power forward.
I think he
That man,
retired.
that man Zach Randolph, bro. I'm gonna put him on my all time.
Great. I love his nickname. Zebo is great nickname. What's your center, Dan?
And center, it look, man, my center Jared Allen, bro. Simply based off of his hair and
Yeah, bro. I agree.
Mustache.
the fact that he don't ever get mad. Like,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Jared Allen's straight.
and then I'll do a 6-man though.
That's cool.
My 6-man is Embiid because he the funniest player in the league, dog.
Yeah,
Man got
bro.
jokes.
I got an Embiid jersey, and he's also the center on my team.
If I had enough money to buy jerseys, I'd have everybody's jerseys right there.
All right, so I have 7 people because I really like NBA players are very near and dear to my heart. No pause. My point guard is Rajon Rondo. Plain and simple, he got me into basketball. I mean, I don't have to. I've been trying to imitate his play style ever since I could dribble a basketball farther than 5 feet. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I got into him from a very different way than most people did. They see highlights. I got into him playing NBA Live 09 all play on the Wii. I just saw number 9 on the Celtics was nasty. Now, granted, this was a Wii game, so I have no idea how on earth I came to that conclusion because Wii basketball games, spoiler alert, they are trash. But uh, at some point, I found out who Rondo was, and the rest is history. I think he's hilarious. And watching him win a ring on the Lakers made me feel slightly better that my small forward got eliminated in the semifinals. My shooting guard, pretty exchangeable. I have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I've always been high on him since I found out who he was, and I kind of at first I liked him because his last name was cool and it like barely fit on his jersey. I thought it was funny, but then as I watched him play, I was like, damn, this guy's so like satisfying to watch him play. He's so smooth. He gave me a tiny bit of a D'Angelo Russell vibe watching him play, and he also got some of the best drip among NBA players. Obviously, y'all probably can't see. Now y'all can see it. I got a Shy jersey in the background. I like players who are under the radar, and I'm a big advocate for Shy.
We already know it's small forward. I mean, that's
This-
right next to it.
Yeah, the Kawhi's been he's probably been the player I've enjoyed on this list some of the longest. I mean, every player Shy is the latest player I started to like, but like Kawhi is one of the OGs. I mean, ever since I saw this is really stupid, but it was like 2016 is when I like really started to enjoy him. I saw those little Spurs commercials. I thought they were funny. You guys probably never saw them, but Kawhi, like he was just a goofy dude, and they had him do funny stuff in those commercials. And watching him play is great. I think he was hilarious because he doesn't say anything, barely has any emotions. Obviously, he's great at basketball. I love a player that's great at defense, but is also good at offense. A player with no faults. That's my kind of guy. Kind of pause. Um, but Kawhi is that man. I watched this buzzer beater live. We all know what I'm talking about. Screamed
Yeah.
so loud,
Same here.
stubbed my toe on a table, did not care. It was legendary experience. Kawhi, he's one of the players where I definitely let my emotions get the better of me. I never argue with people over anything because I think it's a waste of time to spend my time like arguing. But Kawhi is so personal to me. I don't know why. It's such a personal thing with Kawhi. He's great, and yeah, power forward also kind of personal. It's Kevin Love. I'm not sure if you guys remember. Obviously, I said something earlier in the episode. There used to be a Kevin Love jersey right there. Allow me to explain. So this story might sound very strange, but little 5-year-old Austin doesn't know too much. He plays the basketball game, and little 5-year-old Austin has no idea what's going on at all. So he sees Kevin Love. To be honest, he liked Kevin Love because he looked like him. And I don't know why. I just like little Austin got attached to number 42 on the Timberwolves. And just I don't know. It's like Kevin Love. He's also a pretty dope dude, by the way. He's mad funny. Then no, I sent is Embiid. Embiid like is just so funny. Like I laugh so hard watching him do just about anything.
I might have to change my list now, but go ahead.
Now my sixth and seventh men, because I very difficult to decide. I talked about it the other day. Reggie Jackson. I really liked Reggie Jackson before he came to the Pistons. Also because of a video game. I played with him on like NBA Live 15. That was the first basketball game I played. It was like $20. Leave me alone. And first basketball game I played on Next Gen, excuse me. And Reggie Jackson was on the Thunder at that time. That was when he was like almost at his peak. He was nasty. And then he came to the Pistons like, word. I like this guy in the video game. Watched him play. I thought he was great. Thought he was funny. And top it all off, Pistons fans hated him. I felt bad, and I think I said I liked Reggie Jackson so much I made that horrible take I said last time, where I thought that he and Drummond were going to become the next Kobe and Shaq when I was 12. And then my seventh guy is Chris Middleton. It's kind of like the same thing, except like no one ever talks about Chris Middleton, and I think he's really nice. And whenever people do talk about him, they talk about like how he gets roasted in the playoffs. And I'm like the one guy in the background that's like, remember when he averaged 28 against the Celtics on 63% shooting? No one listens to me. I have pity for the man that was made an example of by Kawhi Leonard on his finals run. I don't know. I just rock with Chris Middleton because people hate him.
Yeah,
So,
when you start talking about numbers, people just stop listening.
no, they talk about numbers like that, and I'm like, well, like I watched my favorite playoff series of all time was the Celtics versus Bucks in 2018 because that was the only one I watched every single game, and yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to change mine because I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I don't know if my all-time list is any different than that.
My point guard, like, just saying with Austin's personal. Russell Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook, man. That 2019 Westbrook, like, was different. Like, seeing him get triple doubles on a daily basis. And also, I actually like my favorite game from Westbrook was when Nipsey Hussle, died. He got, 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists. That was, and he did it for Nipsey. That was like my favorite game from Westbrook. Shooting guard, I already said him. Everybody know about how I feel about James Harden. James Harden that's my favorite player. Even though I don't really like him on the Nets, but he's my favorite player. Small forward. This is like my second favorite player. I like Tatum. I really like his game. He's gonna be next up if LeBron passed him the torch on for years. Power forward. He used to be a Piston, but Christian Wood. I really like Christian Wood. I'm sad that we got rid of him. My center is different from Embiid. I think the funniest player is the Joker. I mean, my favorite interview was when this man said, "Oh, he's pretty long," and then he said, "No homo," and then got fined from that. And then he also said he went to Harvard. Like that, to me, is hilarious. So those are my guys. But now I'm about to do my all hate team now.
We can let Din do his stuff first, and then we can do
yeah.
our all-hated team.
All right.
So wait, I'm doing my all time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna put my all time at all hated because I'm gonna have to dip. My bad, Joe, but I gotta go after this.
All right.
I'm gonna just put my all time. So my point guard is Chauncey Billups because obvious reasons. Then I got Allen Iverson because man, it was just different. Then LeBron because that's my favorite player of all time. Then I got Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace at the 4 and 5. Rasheed Wallace is the only jersey I own. It's a Rasheed Wallace jersey, so yeah. And then Ben Wallace is just crazy. But that's my all-time team. But for my all-hated, I don't know, man. I don't really hate no players like that.
No, I was just playing.
My point guard is Kelly Olynyk. My shooting guard is Kelly Olynyk. My small forward is Kelly Olynyk. My center is Kelly Olynyk, and my center is also Kelly Olynyk.
Look, I put Zaza Pachulia.
Yeah.
And I put Dragan Bender. Them two.
My 4 and 5s is Thomas Bryant and Kelly Olynyk. My My three, I kind of still don't like him, but I still don't like Kevin Durant. You know, the only reason I don't like him is not basketball reasons. It's bro, Kevin Durant. I'm gonna look straight in the camera, but bro, please, please brush your hair. It don't take that long to brush your hair. Like you got all the patches in your stuff. Like, bro, do what LeBron did. Fix that up. You got all this money and you can't fix your hair. All right. Number two, I might hate it. Brandon Knight. I can't stand Brandon Knight. I feel bad for him because he had like you get crossed by Kyrie, you get dunked on by DeAndre Jordan. You missed that. What he missed? I know he missed like a game winner layup or a tie
Yeah.
game. Like you just had a bad career, so it's only right for me to just dislike you. To make it even.
No.
My number one is it used to be, but I mean, I used to dislike Steph Curry. I just couldn't understand. I just didn't understand how this man can shoot like that and just this man would be, running around like on the court like he's a little kid and then just shoot the ball and then make it in half court. I'm like, I don't understand this. But I'm going on. I'm going on that side of liking him, though. I'm not going
All right, so I'm gonna head out though. So
on.
All
All right,
right.
guys. Um, my all team, my all time. I mean, number at my one. I really like Steve Francis. This is not ain't that his name, Steve Francis. I don't know, but I know he played on the Houston Rockets. I know he was like a point guard. This man he used to like to dunk like crazy. Number two, obviously Allen Iverson. I mean, I got him on. He's literally the logo of our channel. Small forward, obviously LeBron. That's one of my greatest players of all time. At power forward, this is kind of going to be surprising, but I got Karl Malone. I understand he did bad things. I get it. I know. But this man he was
I
just good, bro. I
tried to
mean,
kill Isaiah Thomas.
he was good, though. Like, I understand about, Kobe and his wife, and then, you got some kids stuff about that, but other than that, his game was good. And center, no,
We're gonna
actually, no,
get canceled for that.
I'm playing. I'm playing. No, I actually like Tim Duncan, but center though, to me, this is my best, like the greatest center of all time. I know, like Shaq and stuff, and I like Hakeem Olajuwon. I really respect his game. I really like how he just messed up. David Robinson whole MVP campaign year where he just messed them up in the playoffs. Like he just ruined them. And I respect this game.
Yeah, I have to say my all-time list doesn't really change with the exception of the addition of Akeem Olajuwon to my center position. I mean, Akeem way too underrated by the NBA community. Disrespect is insane. But
You got
that all,
anything?
Doug?
Yeah, that's all. So, I don't really got much. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I probably should have said it earlier because y'all only gonna click on the video, but make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You'll see y'all Sunday.
Where I might start screaming in anger.